So Skyloom, the sponsors of today's video, reached out to me and asked if I can do a video on their photo editing app called Luminar Neo. So usually I don't do videos on photo editing apps. This one here is a special one. So I went from a photo like this to this in less than a minute. And for those of you who don't know who I am, I usually do video editing content. So sometimes I'll do basic photography videos, but I try to stay within the video world since that's what I'm super familiar with and can provide you guys with a lot of value. But this app, this program, Luminar Neo, it made me feel like a pro, even though I like to consider myself as an amateur when it comes to photo editing. So that's what I want to show you guys today. It doesn't matter if you're a professional or a beginner, you'll probably want to see what this program can do. All right, guys, so let's jump right in. So this is what you'll first see when you first launch Luminar Neo. You'll have all the photos that you have uploaded here in the catalog. Then in presets, you'll have access to filters that will allow you to make instant changes to your images with just one click. And once you hit edit, that's where you'll get to fully customize your photos. So first, let's start with this portrait here that my good friend David took of me a few years back. The first thing I'll do is probably change up the basics, the essentials like exposure, contrasts, and highlights. So all the basic tools that you need to edit a photo are all present in a Luminar Neo. Now the relight tool. So this AI powered tool will analyze your image and find subjects or objects in the scene, and then they'll create some type of 3D depth map so that you'll be able to control the lighting in the image. So with brightness near, it will brighten objects that are close to the camera. Brightness far will do the same thing, but objects that are further away from the camera. So you don't really need to do anything at all. The program will do everything for you. So you can also erase things in images that you don't want to be shown. So there's a couple spots here that I want to remove. So I just have to highlight those spots and click on erase. If there are power lines in the shot, or say your lens is dirty and you have dust spots in your image, you can just click on these here and it'll automatically remove it for you. So now I want to play around with the mood of the photo. This tool will quickly change the look of your photo with different grading styles. So with this one, I'll use the pre-downloaded 90s style, which I can then play around with amount, contrast, and saturation. Now, portrait bokeh is another cool thing that you can use in the program. It gives your photo that shallow depth of field look or that blurry background look, which you can usually achieve with a lens that has a low aperture. So my photo here, it already has some bokeh in it, but if I wanted to add more, I can change the amount, and you can see here how well it does adding more to it. Face AI is another cool tool which automatically adjusts the lighting for you on the subject's face. It also has a slider called Slim Face. And under body AI, you can change your body shape size. So you guys can go crazy with this tool. It's just pretty nuts how the program can automatically sense that and change it for you automatically. So now here's what we started with, and this is how it ended up looking in the end. And honestly, that probably took me a minute to edit. The next photo we're gonna play around with is this sample photo that came with the program. I wanna use this photo to show you a cool tool that I really like within Luminar Neo. So once I do all the basic essential editing, I'm going to use the Enhance AI tool, which will instantly adjust and correct my image after it analyzes it. It does a pretty amazing job as well. But my favorite tool in this program is called Sky Replacement. So with the Sky AI tool, you can replace the current sky that you have in the photo with some pre-downloaded ones that comes with the program, or with clouds that you've taken that you want to use and change your photo with. So as you can see here, there are a ton of different ones that you can play around with. It automatically recognizes where it needs to go, and it changes the lighting of the environment in the photo. So here it is with the original sky, and here it is with the new one I just put in. You can see that it changes the mood of the environment to match the sky, making it look more realistic, and also way less work for you since you won't have to try to match the color. You can also change more settings with sliders here like water blur, or if you want to defocus the clouds a bit. So there'll be a lot of sliders for you to play around with until you get that look that you want. Now I'm going to use my own photo here, and after doing all the basic adjustments, you can see how Sky AI adapts to the environment. I can play around with the position and size as well to better fit the photo. I'm also going to remove this traffic light, the building right beside it, and the car that is on the side here. I want to get them all out of the shot. And it did a pretty good job doing it. I just had to fix some minor details in the clouds. So one more example using the sky replacement tool. This was taken at a baseball game that I was at in Toronto. So you see, once I add in the sky replacement, just check out how it affects the lighting on the field. I think it's really cool how it can adapt and change to the environment of the photo that you use. I actually don't know if there's any other programs that do that, but this is the first time that I've used something that can do something like this. So that's really cool. Neo. A new feature they just added in one of the updates is this portrait background removal, where it automatically analyzes the photo and knows which part of the photo to remove. So after clicking this button here and removing the background, I can just insert it into my other projects or throw it into another photo in Luminar Neo and just try to blend it in with that new environment. You can also download the Share app where you can easily choose any of the photos that you have on your phone and automatically sync it up with Luminar Neo. So after I pair it up with the program, I can choose the photos that I want to share on here, and then it instantly goes into the program. So I've been playing around with this for a few weeks now, and honestly I've been loving what I've been able to do with it. Like I said earlier, I'm not a professional photographer, so the way I edited these photos, it might not be to your liking, but my main goal was to show you guys what this program can do. Skylum really put out a great product here. I'm actually excited to see what Skylum can do in the future with future updates, but so far what they have here is pretty amazing, especially for someone like me who needs to edit photos quick and usually when I'm on the go. So being able to edit a photo like this in minutes or even seconds will really come in handy for me in the future. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think of this program in the comment section down below. And if you guys are interested in learning more about Luminar Neo, I'm going to leave a link for you guys in the description down below. I'll see you in the next one.